Relationship drama and issues in marriages most of the times are traceable to certain things we do not pay attention to. In my own research, I have discovered that there are 5 C's you must avoid for you to ensure you don't go through these relationship dramas, these relationship issues. Because personally, I've discovered that people keep on complaining that my relationship is not working, my marriage is not working. I asked myself, what could be the reason? And I discovered 5 C's people don't pay attention to. So in this video, I'll be discussing with you 5 C's you must avoid in your marriage or your relationship. And what are these 5 C's? The first one is comparison or comparison. I discovered that one of the issues people have in their relationships or their marriages is that they are so quick to compare their partner with other people. So imagine you comparing your wife with your neighbor, and you're like, okay, the way you handle that, and if it were to be this person. Now, some men go to the extent of even comparing their wife with their exes. Like, so my ex, this is how she used to do it. This is how, and no, you don't do that. And once you keep on sowing this fruit of comparison, it brings bitterness in that relationship. So one of the C's you must avoid is the C called comparison. One other C you need to avoid is what I call competition. Like this, I don't sincerely understand this aspect, right? Because I believe if you are married to someone or if you're in a relationship with someone, there's nothing that should give you greater joy than seeing that the person do well, right? So when I see couples competing within themselves, I cannot wrap my head around it. But I discovered that this is one major issue people face in their relationship. It is filled with competition. The man is competing with his wife. And I don't know why that would be, because you ought to compliment yourself. But this is one issue we have personally found that is happening in relationships and marriages: competition. One other C you need to avoid in your relationship is what I call criticism. Criticism. Yeah, no. Ah, God, no, this is serious now. And the people still talk about constructive criticism, and I buy into that to an extent, but I believe when it comes to criticism, no, we need to avoid that in our marriages. We need to avoid that in our relationships, especially when it's becoming too much. You always criticize. You shouldn't even criticize your partner for no reason. Right? There are ways you could go about, trying to make her or him see, the negative aspect you are trying to point out without you criticizing them. Right? One other thing again I see that is also related to criticism is what I call condemnation. Okay, now this one is it's funny because when you claim to love someone, there's no good reason, there's no even reason on earth why you should condemn them, right? But I discovered that in relationships and in marriages, no, they go through condemnation. People go through condemnation. Is that the man is condemning the woman or the woman is condemning the man? So at every no point you condemn her. She does this, there's nothing she does well. No, she does this, you are condemning her. This is bad. You don't do that for your marriage to work. You don't do that, right? So this is one C you need to stay away from. You don't need to condemn. You don't need to condemn. And what does it mean to condemn? Basically, it is you just bringing down a person, making the person feel so bad, trying to make, rubbing it on her face. You are this. You are. Bad wife, right? No, you don't need to do all those things for you to pass your message, right? And the last C I believe you need to avoid in your relationship and in your marriages is what I call constant complaining. You see this criticism, condemnation, and this constant complaining, they are more like alike, right? So please, you need to avoid constant complaining. You're always complaining every now and then. I used to be like that personally myself, right? Because I'm very uptight, especially when you are within my environment, right? I'm so very uptight. So when you come around, you don't touch things, you don't touch my things. If I keep something there and you shift it, I know. So I'm that. So I'm always, don't sit down here. So I discover that people find it very hard to be comfortable around me, and so people try to avoid me because they say they don't know what they will do that will make I will start complaining about, right? So I had to intentionally learn to look away. I personally don't even like it, right? Because it was something I had to work on, right? So what I'm saying in essence is that you need to stop that constant complaining. You are always complaining. You are always complaining. You are always complaining. This one you are complaining. That one you are complaining. Why did you shouldn't make that? Shouldn't be what your relationship should be about, right? So I believe these are the 5 C's you need to avoid for your relationship to sincerely work. You need to stop comparing. You need to stop competitive responses to things. You need to stop condemnation, criticism, and constant complaint. And I know if you would do these 5 things, if you stop these 5 things, I just believe your relationship would work. Okay, now, so guys, this is where I will be stopping this day. Please, if this is your first time of watching any of our videos, please do well to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and also do it to hit the notification button. My name is Jonathan, and this is how I see it with Jonathan. Till we meet again, stay blessed.